folks. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. I'll talk to you again at halftime, but for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
And middle linebacker Bobby Wagner, he's playing the absolute perfect position. He's the type of guy that you build around. The cornerstone of a defense, his ability to play the run, the pass, and his leadership skills, you get the full package with him.
Just like that.
To throw on third down. Farmer looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Watson. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
50 set, 19. Come on, dude. Check.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Watson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54, check, 54.
Off the bootleg. Farmer. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And this will be a touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Farmer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on 2nd down. Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Garcia. On 1st down, Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Farmer. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. from the gun. Farmer. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 15, 1, 15 line.
Off play action. Farmer. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Farmer. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say, I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. From the 38, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Texans. Jake Elliott on
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Farmer stepping up. He'll try and run. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Farmer. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Farmer, he'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Down. 18, Gator. Come on.
On first down, Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Farmer. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Allen Robinson there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Well, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. 2nd and 5. That's out to Chubb, complete. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Farmer. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Shaq Lawson able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now out comes Houston. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson, and it's complete to Martin. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the 50, it's Watson, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the...
Here comes the pressure, and the Browns block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the very rare blocked punt, scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
From the 30 on second down, Watson. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's on to halftime in this AFC. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now it's Watson. Gets it off to Freeman. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Watson now on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
Here's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Stokes. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, Farmer rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? Made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stokes. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Watson to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They can't stop us, baby.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Kill. Turn
Off the bootleg. Farmer. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Garcia. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Texans send the punter out. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Before the game, they were running the route tree. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The Browns are in. Touchdown.
Yeah, score. Touchdown. Touchdown, baby.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour roll in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
From the gun on third, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Garcia. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Again, it's Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Freeman. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. On 1st and 10, Watson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 12-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offense coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Farmer, and that is incomplete. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. This complete to Martin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st down, Watson. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing on 1st down. Farmer. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On the ground, it's Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Chubb. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.